Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to the channel. Here's my next set of videos. It's going to be on my fishing rig for the summer. I'm putting together this rig, but what we're going to do today is cut a hole in my kayak to make it look better, to make it work better. I wouldn't say look, but we're going to make this kayak better. We're going to cut a hole in it, and I'll show you what we're working with here. So here's my hole. I'm taking a battery and it's gonna go right under the seat. The seat folds down on here, and it's gonna go right in there, and then the lid will be on there, but it'll be down about 5 inches or so. I need to shout out my boy Alvin for hooking it up with my new Minn Kota trolling motor. So I appreciate you, buddy. That's what this hole is for, is to power that. And I'm free. Found this box on the side of the road. So the battery I'm getting for free from my brother-in-law. So well, he's my brother. So shout him out. Joey, thank you for the battery. Alvin, thank you for the trolling motor. The rest is all some ingenuity, and part of that is cutting a hole in my kayak. And if it doesn't work, I mean, it's a $500 kayak from Walmart, and I'm gonna try and do some serious fishing out of it. Let's get this hole cut. Blade 1. Let's see how many blades we go through. Blade 2. Boom, there's blade number 3. Ooh, 5 really hit. Alright, I'm not sure if you saw that, but it moved. So, I think I'm gonna just get rid of these. There's a little plug. You can't see it. There's a little plug there. It's got the plug on it. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, it just... So there's a plug there. And then the whole reason for this is there's another scupper mount here. It doesn't go all the way through. I could make it. It came with this little plug cap that went over it. But that's a structural support. And there's another. And my hole is, well, my hole is that length. So why don't we just do that? And that's where now this battery box, which is about to fall through, look, it's supported, and it's the same thing on the other side. And I don't stand here, my chair goes in the brackets, and the brackets came with the upgraded steel plate to distribute the weight. So this is it. Wow, what a hole. Look at all these broken. Can you see that? That's a piece of the blade. Ugh, I can't believe I just cut a hole in my kayak. You know that feeling when you might have done something wrong? Well, we know that feeling all too well here. What's up, guys? Alright, we're gonna work on the kayak behind me. I got my fishing kayak down here. We're gonna take the cover off. Gotta get these other kayaks off the roof rack of the trailer. We're putting a bow mounted trolling motor right here. I used to have an aft setup with a little steering in the middle. Didn't work out, we gutted it. So we gotta get some wood up there. We gotta see what I gotta take off that I've put on all the little attachments. So stay tuned, and yeah, let's get these kayaks off. Got my little helper with me. Let's start pulling stuff off. Alright, now that we have that removed,
yeah,
we'll take our 2x2 sheet of plywood here, treated plywood.
Yeah.
I'm going to set it up here.
Okay.
Come here.
Okay. Can I come down? Please. Can I come down?
We're going to go like that. Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
Alright.
No weapon more.
Alright, it's approved. So now we're going to take it, we're going to flip it upside down so we can see what it looks like.
What's this?
So what I'm talking about is right here in this area, I'm going to have to cut an access panel, or I'm going to have to cut out these, but I don't want to. I think I'm going to go in right here so then I can reach around and put the other bolts in. So stay tuned. Alright guys, get yourself a jigsaw, and when you cut, make sure you don't cut through your kayak. Alright, so we'll take our plug, our 1-inch spade bit. We don't have much room for air, so take a quick measurement here, about 2 inches to center, 2 inches to center, All right, don't drill through your kayak. What I like to do is flip it over. So then it doesn't punch out and you got all them little burrs. So let's see how close we were. Ooh, that's gonna do it. That's gonna work great.
Can you watch this up for me?
Oh, got a little ice pop. When getting your kid an ice pop, always make sure you take your dad tax.
You see that one I
Alright, so I just had a great idea. I'm going to be cutting an access hole in the front here. And I could just save the piece, put a little hinge on it or paracord, a little magnet or something, a latch, and just make a cover. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this hole, and I'm going to take my battery charger, and I'm going to put it on here so that way when I go to charge my battery, it's all right under here. It's already mounted, and it'll cover the hole. If I need to access in there, I will just unscrew it, and while it's on there, you can still, with the cover on, get in there and select your voltage, your charger. So I'm just going to put it here, make a little mark, and then I'm going to go in from that and cut my access hole so that way I can reach my hand in there, because I'm going to have to bolt that cover on. So let's get to drawing. Alright, just like that. Now we got another hole. But if we did our measurements right, our battery charger, you'll never know this existed. Parts list for this are going to be 1/4 inch, 20 by 2 inch. You probably don't need to go 2 inches long, but I did. Stainless steel bolts. We got some 1/4 inch by 1.25 inch washers, and then we got some nylon lock nuts. Everything's stainless, we don't want it rusting. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is take my board, set it up here, take the marker and mark about where it's going to be. That's going to show me the cutoff on here. So now I know not to go past that. I can drill my holes in here where it's going to bolt to my kayak. I'll be able to reach underneath in here and in here. I'll be able to reach underneath and bolt it together. So let's drill some holes. All right, let's get these holes drilled before the weather moves in. So this is where the old screw was, so we might as well cover that one. There's an old screw. Cover it there. Same thing. Same thing. We'll put one up here. Do that one. And this one, there's 6. I don't think we really need more holes. There's one. The other one's on there. Alright, there's our 2 holes. We'll get those drilled out and get it bolted up. Marker didn't work. We gotta use a pencil. we have a trolling motor. So now I'm just gonna mark the holes, drill them out, and then get this thing kind of sanded down, paint it. This is just rough mock-up. We want to paint it, get it to kind of match, seal it a little bit. So yeah, we're just gonna mark the 4 holes and get to it. Alright, doesn't have to be anything special. This is just going to be a base coat. We're just going to rattle can it camouflage. So this is just to kind of help prevent rot. Like I said, nothing pretty. This is navy painting right here, man. Just pour it on and smear it around. Make it all look one color. That's all we care about. We'll let that dry and then we'll bust out the spray paint. Alright, we got our spray paint. Some camouflage stuff from Rust-Oleum. Is there a good way to shake spray paint? Like, so we're going to kind of go with the camouflage pattern here. So we're going to lay some stuff on it. And yeah, looks good to me. Bottom we're leaving white. Not gonna waste the paint. See how she looks. Alright guys, so it's all bolted up. Trolling motor is bolted to the platform, platform is bolted to the kayak. The one thing I couldn't really test before because it's hot out, and if I put my kayak on sawhorses, it's probably going to fold with all the weight that's in it. But we slid it back, we moved it over. Now it's time to test and make sure that this trolling motor goes over the bow. Alright, I'm going to be really upset if this doesn't work. Like a glove. All right, look at that. We were doing the kayaks and I'm having an issue with my kayak, and it's filling with water when I'm out there. My bilge kicks on. Yes, I have a bilge pump in my kayak. But this is what I did. In order to find the leak, I just filled it with water. And we found it. The leak, I suspected, is coming from my scupper plug. But if you look, it's cracked. Right in here on the ridge. I thought, because I drilled out 2 of my scupper plugs over here, I thought that it was the pinch seam. I thought it was the pinch seam in there and I'd have to melt it. Instead, yeah, you can see it, it's cracked. Pouring in there. So now I know why it's leaking. And if you look, She's full. So we're gonna connect the bilge here, run out all the water, crank it up a little bit, let it dry, bust out the soldering gun, and melt it back together. Drain her down. Alright guys, there's the crack. I mushed some rubber cement in there until it came through. But we're also going to take this torch here and we're going to heat this extension up. Get it to focus. There we go. We're going to heat this extension up and we're going to melt that seam, that crack together, and see how that works. Can't really film and do this though. Alright, I'll show you the end product, but I'm just going to keep doing that until it works. Alright, so the socket trick I think worked. There was the crack right in there. And she's all kind of a little rough. Nothing a wire brush can't fix, but I think we're good. Ahoy mateys, we're out here. Take a look. There we go, we got the Fam Bam out here. We got the foot pedal all rigged up. Trolling motors in. And we're cruising. We're only on level 3 right now, but we can go this way. We can go this way. Working out pretty smooth. Got some fishing poles. We might throw a line. So I don't have a GoPro with, so I don't know how I'm going to film and fish. But I'm not planning on catching nothing. Just getting the rhythm down for it. So see if we take on any water. We're just going to have some fun out here. So give her a little test and get back in.